post-England win. This is a little bit of a forward factor podcast. Aaron and Simon joining me. We're at the Old Crown in Birmingham. What's your instant reaction to that? We've got a much better studio than BBC right here.
Yeah, we have. Great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
I've already nearly losing my voice.
Yeah, I mean, the first game, typical England first of all, 2-1 win over Tunisia. I think the problem is, once again, it's England. At the death have just rescued it, but there's not really, if you're being really analytical and cold about it, there's a lot of reasons to be negative and only a few to be positive. 2-1 against Tunisia is not quite.
We came out strong. We came out so strong. And even first half an hour, the commentators were saying we're the best we've played in the tournament.
Well, they were saying.
That's what they were. They weren't wrong.
Yeah, for real. My highlight was Guy Mowbray going on mic saying, and you could tell he'd been nudged by his producer to say this, you can now watch the World Cup in VR. Just go to the BBC Player app for that. And you too can experience what it's like to be surrounded by billions of gnats, billions of midges. I was like, Guy Mowbray, absolute, I think it was Guy Mowbray, like absolute English icon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the thing about group games, we were kind of saying this before, you don't want to peak too soon.
Yeah.
Often the team that is like the best in the groups doesn't go on to win it.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 points, which is really important.
Yeah.
Obviously Belgium last game.
Yeah, Belgium, 3-0 win, wasn't it? Like storming out there against Panama.
Yeah. So what the difference with England this time is we have a guy who scored 20 goals a season, like 4 seasons in a row.
Yeah, I was a bit bitter and cynical about Harry Kane because I used to have massive arguments with a friend of mine who's a Spurs fan. Shout out Daniel Littman about Kane versus Hazard when it was the PFA Player of the Year beef. I was Team Hazard that time. This time I'm 100% Team Kane.
Again, that first season with Kane, when everyone said, oh, he's going to be a one-season wonder. I was part of that party.
Well, yeah,
I have to put my hands up. I thought it was going to be one season.
I said Berahino was the future of the England team, not Harry Kane. It's on Twitter, I can't deny it,
But look, he's done it 4 seasons in a row. He's our captain, and there's no one in the world that can't say he's world class.
Yeah,
he is world class.
And in terms of the atmosphere in Birmingham, I've seen the last 2 World Cups. One of them at uni. I have a feeling 2010 I was just watching at home. But what do you make of it out here in the Old Crown in Birmingham? Digbeth, we saw members of Peace around, so it's a bit odd that way. It's quite indie, but you've also got like that passionate heart that England always have.
It was good. I mean, there was one point, sort of in the second half lull, where there was keep right on, went up, all tenders in the sky.
There's always a little bit of but in fact no, there was no tension. It was kind of banter. Well, I'm reluctant to use the word, but I will allow it. The bants between Blues and Villa fans, it was like friendly. It was thoughtful this time, and there was no like aggression or anything between them.
Yeah, lots of it's coming home, which is just a great song.
But it's fun. It's not even serious. We're not. It is the best English song, and we're not taking ourselves seriously. It's part of the joke that we're singing it. Like every time we're singing it at 1-1. So I think that's part of the fun.
And Panama, we're coming for you.
Panama, we're coming for you. That was a favourite of mine. So looking maybe more kind of, what's the word, like seriously and more diligently forwards now to, is Panama or Belgium next?
Panama next.
Panama next. What tactically should Gareth Southgate change? I think a few people weren't totally happy with a few players. I think Ashley Young was a little bit hit and miss at times. And
you're just saying that because he's ex-Villa, aren't you?
I am, but
Honestly, I think going into Panama, same tactics as
same you score one in the 90th minute.
No, but like the first half,
Yeah.
it was the Tunisia penalty. The Tunisia penalty is what shook us up.
That's the big talking point for me actually. Was it a penalty? I think absolutely not a penalty that was given against us.
I thought it was really dodgy kind of decision.
Again, you've seen them given. Them be given. But from my point of view, he was kind of letting the ball go. He was just letting it go.
That arm was so soft.
It was so unfortunate that he had to go across his neck.
It's like that's just using your physicality. It's not an infringement. And the problem with VAR as a concept is that if you micro-analyse football decisions, you realise how subjective they are. So VAR didn't help with that, and it just slows down decisions and gives penalties that no referee would give. But again, we had a wrong decision, and I feel like the referee wasn't overturned here, so what's it for?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Particularly there was those couple on Kane where he was kind of wrestled to the ground.
That's the other thing. We kept having ones against us.
Yeah. So anyway, who cares about VAR? England last minute winner. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek looked really good when he came on.
He really lively. Was like beating men. Maybe a little bit clumsy when it came to the right of the edge and when he got on the wing, but maybe. Just a bit of vibrancy.
What do you guys think about Lingard? He had about three.
Birmingham City made him. That's what I think about Lingard. I agree. I think the first one was it took a deflection and he was running into it. There was a couple more that maybe he should have just buried. I think it's psychological. You can see it in the players' heads, and it's weird that
But is it good that he got in those positions, or is it bad that he didn't finish them?
I go for good because I think hopefully that's the first competitive game, so we can calm down. Maybe in the next game, if it keeps happening, that's when you sort of talk about rotations.
So Belgium today have set the standard. They beat Panama 3-0.
Yeah.
So we need to go at Panama.
Definitely. I think it was Matthew Upson, bizarre pundit choice from the BBC, but last night he was saying that actually it's been like a month since these players have played competitively. So I think some of that kind of lack of sharpness in that first 20 minutes.
You know what? I think there's always an excuse though, because if let's say we played right up a week before the World Cup, then they'd say, "Oh, they're tired."
Yeah.
You know, I just think.
True.
But that's the thing. If we play like that against Belgium, I think we'll get turned over, and that would ruin those players if we just take it.
It was the penalty decision. After that, we weren't the same team.
Yeah, I think if we could sustain that first 20 minutes, the sky's the limit.
Right, and finally, who is the unofficial Ford Factor, the old crown, sponsored by Digbeth Company and whatever else, man of the match for you guys? Simon first.
Boring answer, it's got to be Harry Kane, hasn't it?
Got to be Harry Kane. Well, Aaron, do you agree?
Harry Kane all day.
I'm going to change it up a bit.
Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, I'm going to say Kieran Trippier. I actually think I liked Dele Alli when he was on the ball. I like what he was doing. I liked a bit of Marcus Rashford when he came on. Yeah, I'm probably going to say. What was his name? The one who, not Lingard. He missed all the chances. Who's the guy? Dele Alli. That's what I'm saying. Dele Alli.
Dele Alli?
Yeah, he was good. He was alright. He was alright. I liked him. I'm not going to give Harry Kane man of the match. He just was in the right place at the right time twice.
That's why he's the best.
Wow.
Definitely got it in that there.
I want to see Kane and Vardy next time.
No.
That's what, yes. Yes.
Kane and Rashford.
Okay. Sterling was alright. Rashford was alright. I want to see Rashford starting. I want to see.
Yeah, you know what? Sterling's had a great season. But Rashford playing for England. Rashford.
Yeah, it's for England. Sterling puts an England shirt on and just loses it.
Yeah.
Rashford doesn't have that. Alex Hunter, we love you. That's an obscure.
I don't know
Cheers.
who that is. But...
FIFA career mode, the journey.
Okay.
It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home.